Bitcoin is in the ending phase of the cycle, and at exactly this moment also altcoins are breaking out of the 4-yearly pattern, the 4-yearly cycle, and this major compression. So that's exactly what we need to discuss within today's update video, because there's a lot happening on the market. We will take a deep dive into the latest news hitting the market here, everything surrounding Ethereum and altcoins, because a lot has been happening there too. So guys, let's talk about exactly that today. But first of all, make sure to subscribe to the channel and watch and like my latest YouTube videos, and from there we can dive in towards the most important content. And first of all, I want to quickly discuss Bitcoin here, because Bitcoin is currently consolidating, but we do need to remember two things, and that is that we are trading in the ending stage of the cycle. So the bull market is probably almost ending here, and in this ending phase of the cycle, two different things are going to be important here. First of all, understanding that yes, the bull market is likely to end within like the next few months. But second of all, the most parabolic gains are always made during that ending stage of the bull market. So the next months could be truly life-changing. Definitely if you are currently holding altcoins, because if we take a look into the total to market cap here, so basically everything besides Bitcoin, all the altcoins, we are breaking out of this 4-yearly compression pattern, and that is looking absolutely insane. This ascending triangle, which is a highly bullish pattern, is literally breaking out here, and that is looking absolutely insane. So I think the next months are going to be absolutely huge for altcoins, and that's why I have managed this offer for you guys with Bitfinex. If you want to trade Bitcoin and mostly altcoins yourself, you can now claim over $400 just by signing up on Bitfinex if you're going to complete a deposit there. So make sure to check Bitfinex out if you do want to make sure within like these next upcoming months you are going to take full advantage of this major altcoin move that is coming here, because I do think it's going to be absolutely massive. And just like I stated earlier, I do think for Bitcoin, yes, there's still one last and final move in the tank here, following the global liquidity happening within the ending stage of this cycle. So yes, for Bitcoin altcoins, it's going to be absolutely huge here. Yesterday, we saw the news coming in that these three major Bitcoin and crypto bills just passed the House: the Clarity Act, the Genius Act, and the Anti-CBDC Act. So also that is super bullish for crypto and Bitcoin. But I do think most of the bullish price action from these acts is currently priced into the market, because we have seen some massive upside for Ethereum, Bitcoin and altcoins lately. Now let's talk about Ethereum, because it's going to be so important that you're going to take some profits and take some profits on time. And for me, the conservative case for Ethereum is closing in that $4,000 level, where I personally will be taking most of my profits, because I've been accumulating on the way down here. This ultimate low, this range low, for me, that $4,000 level is already an insane target, because it means I've made over 2x on my Ethereum spot positions, and for me, that's perfectly fine on a coin like Ethereum. If you are a little bit more bullish on Ethereum, you could be looking into this bull case, which is laying over $6,000. That would mean Ethereum is also going to make new all-time highs, but I do like it to be a little bit more conservative, and this is going to be highly bullish for me. I most definitely think that $4,000 range high target is super realistic here. We are closing in on it already now, and just look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Just look how much potential there's still left. Even if you're going to look into it with diminishing returns in mind, it's still going to be absolutely massive where Ethereum versus Bitcoin could be moving next from here. And then what we have seen now isn't even such a big move yet. And just look into what happened with the Ethereum price action. It's basically absolutely insane. And yesterday we also saw some new major news hitting the market, which is that BlackRock just filed for the staking ETF, driving that Ethereum price further and further up. And I do think this for two reasons basically. First of all, BlackRock is the biggest buyer of the Ethereum ETF, with now some absolutely insane inflows within the last 2 days. They've bought over $1 billion in the last few days worth of Ethereum. So that's absolutely insane. First of all that, and because of that, if you're going to see the staking ETF approval, which is highly likely once BlackRock is going to file for it, that's basically the second reason why it's so bullish for the markets. But I do think this is going to result in more inflows through that spot ETF, because staking is simply going to be a super bullish component of for institutions to, for example, buy Ethereum and make another return on top of the price action from Ethereum, make a bigger return based on staking and the staking rewards they can claim with doing so through that ETF. So I do think this is absolutely massive, and this is going to be yet again another massive bullish catalyst within that Ethereum ecosystem, where we have already seen that Genius bill also getting accepted. So yeah, things are starting to look quite good for Ethereum. And guys, we have been talking about all these things a lot on the channel. I've made a dedicated video on that staking ETF even, and now everything is finally playing out, and we can see that the Ethereum search interest is also skyrocketing here. And not only the Ethereum search interest, but also the search interest in towards altcoins, and altcoin season is absolutely exploding here. Altcoin season even more than the search term altcoin, so that's quite interesting. The narrative of altcoin season seems to be back here. We are not at those November highs yet, but I do definitely think we could be hitting those levels quite soon. Guys, currently I also have this giveaway running on my page with Crypto Rover, so make sure to check this giveaway out if you do want to win some Ethereum or USDT today. If Ethereum is going to hit $3,750 today, which could be highly likely, but yeah, let's see. Make sure to join that giveaway if you are getting interested in that. And then I do want to discuss a little bit of altcoins here, because I did say with Ethereum versus Bitcoin, the opportunities are still massive. There's still so much potential left here, but for altcoins against the Bitcoin price action, it's even more insane. Just look how small this move actually is for altcoins. Of course, I'm not saying it's nothing yet, it's very bullish, but there's still so much potential left in the tank for altcoins to move higher against Ethereum. Just look at the all-time high of the previous cycle. It's absolutely insane. If you're truly going to believe in that upcoming altcoin season, I do think this isn't the moment to cash out on most altcoins yet. Of course, it's never bad to take some profits, but I do think this isn't the moment yet, because there's still so much potential left in the tank here. On Ethereum, I do think it's a different story. I do think on Ethereum, definitely if you have been accumulating on those insane lows, you could be taking some profits now, but I do think for altcoins, it's definitely going to be different here. And that's going to be so super important to understand. Also, we have this total 2 golden cross exactly playing out. So on the very big time frame, we have this compression breaking out, this 4-yearly compression. And on somewhat of the smaller time frame, we basically have this golden cross playing out. And the last time we saw that was during November last year, and altcoins did pump over 70% back then. So let's see about that. But also for this chart, I do think if you truly believe in that altcoin season, we are probably going to be heading much higher from here. And guys, that was it for today's update video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's update video, and I will see you guys within the next update video tomorrow.